going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cover Price Top 10 show for September 22nd. There's myself, of course. We have the ever so awesome Chris, and we got Travis joining us tonight. I'm excited to bring you guys this top 10 list tonight. But before we kick that off, let's go round the horn. Travis, you had a great weekend. I know you did, man. Your team went 30-0 in football. But what else has been going on with you, sir?
That's it. That's all. That's all. It's been a long, arduous 7 years, and I finally have something to smile about. It was a great Sunday. So yeah, and it's always good to beat your the team you hate the most. So it's always a little extra good to see those fans rolling out the stadium early. Other than that, I had an awesome weekend. I had an awesome week. I'm glad to be back with you guys, my homies. Glad to be back with the chat. So thank you, CovrPrice, for putting up with me for another week. And just looking forward to checking out this awesome list. We got some cool stuff on here, some stuff that's kind of connected outside of comics. So it's really neat to see some of these things hit the list this week. So let's rock and roll, man. I'm excited.
Yes, definitely some of that stuff connected outside of comics had people going crazy for the last couple of days, and I know someone who's a big fan of just some of those things that are outside of comics. Sitting right next to me here, the ever so awesome Chris, Dr. Yo-Yo. What's up, man?
Well, first I want to declare my untapped step and then my upkeep. If you're good with that, then I'll go ahead and draw for the phase.
Yeah, sure.
Because holy crap, this top 10 list is awesome. And if you guys in the chat don't get the hints already, the foreshadowing I'm dropping on you, there's some Magic the Gathering crossover happening in this top 10 list today. And I am all juiced for it because I've been playing Magic since 1993. I played when Alpha was out and available in store shelves at very specific booths because I lived in California. I was part of the computer game industry, and I had access to that stuff. And it's so cool to see something that was there when I was a kid in 1993 in junior high now has a major crossover with Marvel. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. So I'm excited to talk about that. Also, this is going to be my last Monday show for a bit. I need to take a little bit of a break. Two shows a week is a little hard to stretch right now on top of school and everything else. Travis, please try not to cry. I know you're devastated.
Oh, you just wait. You just wait till we get off air. It's going to be very emotional.
It's you. Okay. But the Dear John letter's in the mail on the way to you.
That's hilarious.
I'm seeing other shows, Lando. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I get it. It's totally fine. Thursdays. This is the cool kids club. That's what's up. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. It is funny that you say that though, Chris, about the Magic the Gathering and comics now coming together, because every time I walk into a comic shop that offers both of that, right? You have like one corner dedicated to Magic the Gathering where people are just playing. And then you've got an opposite corner where it's just comics and stuff. Now we are uniting. It's 2025, baby. Here we are. And yeah, man. So with that being said, let's kick off the list, guys. This top 10, obviously, you're very well aware. We're highlighting some of those books that sold within the last week, bringing you, of course, the top 10 books that were trending in the aftermarket. We're tracking the sales. We're tracking just how well they did. So let's kick it off. Let's see which books made it. We'll kick it off with the runners-up. So, Chris, what do we have as the runner-up for this week's top 10?
All right, so check this out. We have The Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the Robert in Granada, 2025 PAX West. PAX is Penny Arcade Expo, Magic the Gathering variant. So in the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man set, specifically the collector's boosters and available elsewhere, I think are in like action figure inserts and stuff like that. There are cover changes. There are costume change Spider-Man. That's what they're calling costume change Spider-Man. So you have the Spider-Man here with the amazing Bagman suit. It is the exact same card as the other Amazing Spider-Man cards, but it just has different art. So the cards in the set are variations, much like the comic books have cover variations. So this is a cover variation playing homage to the card. The card is laid out the exact same way, although this doesn't have a casting cost. And as far as playability goes, the card's kind of okay. Yeah, he gets flying until the end of turn. And the cool thing about it is he can give a creature you control hexproof without having to tap him. It's indestructible without having to tap him. Well, we have to sacrifice it though, but it's pretty cool. As far as art goes, I love the reference outside of comics. I like it when they do Nintendo covers, like the Tama one, right?
Yeah.
I like it when they do movie references like the Blade Runner or the Akira, and this is kind of new for comics, referencing Magic the Gathering. Even the Magic the Gathering comics don't have this format, so I am digging this 5 ways till Sunday, and I wish I could get my hands on it.
I love that you went completely in depth on how this card can do within a battle, within the game, and I was like blown away by all this information because you spoke foreign to me. I'll be honest, I'm not a Magic the Gathering guy, but I'm like, all right, if there's anybody I don't want to play against, it's Chris. If ever I start to learn this game, that's the last. He's the final boss, clearly.
You come for the comics and you get free mechanics talk. This is
There
fantastic.
you go. That's right.
This is amazing. When I first saw these come out, I lost it. I absolutely lost it because this is, like you said, this is very unique. I feel like, true unique things happening in comics are kind of they're kind of rare. Like we get them fairly occasionally, but not all the time. And for me, this is a very unique kind of way to go about this and to celebrate this new set. And like you said, I really wish I could get my hands on this because tell me this wouldn't look fantastic on a wall. It is so flippin' cool. Just an amazing looking book. And
yeah, I think that this is one book that I would submit the PSA for grading, just because PSA grade Magic cards.
That's true. That's a great idea.
So I want to do that with this. I want a giant PSA graded Magic card. I would definitely do that. But I guess I should also reference the top sale, right? There were about 10 copies sold on the aftermarket over the course of a couple days. This was an exclusive to PAX West, so there's not many of them out there. And a 7-day growth trend, 25% with a high sale of $100 for a raw near mint. Average price on the aftermarket is about $75 to $80, but most of them are going to be in the 100 plus, probably 125 plus, and it's only going to go up. This is only going to go up because as more Magic the Gathering fans, the Venn diagram of Magic fans and comic fans, there's a very large overlap, and everybody who is interested in both is going to be interested in this.
Yeah, so from what I understood, I was gonna say from what I gathered, but I didn't want to do that pun. From what I understood here, PAX West, okay, they had some kind of a promotional event over the weekend in which some people were able to score these, right? That's where this stems from, and it's pretty cool to see because I know a lot of people. Like I was telling you guys backstage. There's a lot of people in a group chat that I'm in that they were going heavy on this. Like they were going onto website, they were trying to do everything possible to get their hands on the actual cards that are coming out, and it's amazing to see because kind of like I said, man, you had such a division in a comic shop when you had Magic the Gathering people on one side, comics on the other, but man, everybody's coming together to pick up these cards, and who better to unite everybody than Spidey? Because guys, the Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the Roberta Ingranata Magic the Gathering variant, 2025 PAX West exclusive with a top sale for Ron Near Mint at $130. $30. Not
One,
too shabby.
hold on, one second, Lando. Before first, go to the private chat and answer Travis's question. But while I'm explaining this real fast, I co-sign Michael Baker's comment there because you could definitely play this as your commander if you like get a sleeve and put the casting costs on there. But this would be an amazing commander for a commander deck. Lando, commander is a format in Magic the Gathering where you have like one card that sits outside of your deck in your hand that you can cast from the outside, and all of your cards in the deck have to be the same color identity as that main card, and it's like this weird Highlander style of play where you can only have one copy of each card in your deck. You can't have like four of like a normal. So this would be an amazing commander card just to bring out there with your deck and your playmat and everything, and then you just bring out this PSA graded amazing Spider-Man #1 bombastic Bagman suit as your commander. Oh, great. Fantastic. I love it.
I still have no idea what he's talking about, but I do appreciate you explaining it. I gotta try this. I want to try this whole Magic the Gathering stuff. It's long overdue.
Goodbye to your savings account.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you the warning. It's not a hobby for the light of heart. I think it would be cheaper for you to get into Warhammer, honestly.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. But all right, guys, let's see what the actual top 10 is going to bring us tonight. Travis, let's kick it off with number 10, baby.
Oh, I love this one. We have the Batman Second Night #1, the Jorge Fornes variant, 1 in 25. We had a high raw sale this week of $50 and 19 copies total tracked, and it is the first appearance of Hangman, so we got a little bit of a minor key here, and just look at this cover. I mean, it's just this 1940s era Batman with the super pointy ears that I personally love. Kind of has that Gotham by Gaslight kind of look to it, so I know that is also very popular. But for me, it's just that super old school early Batman look that I just can't get enough of. It's just an amazing cover. The smoke is awesome. So yeah, so a really awesome book. I didn't get this. I missed this completely. I definitely need to get a hold of this variant. 50 for a raw near mint. It's probably going to push me off for a little bit, but maybe I'll wait for it.
Hey, if I could suggest anything, Travis, look, I get it, guys. The Fornes variant, the 1 in 25, is going for $50. Yes, that is the case for this cover, but get yourself the regular cover. Pick up a regular cover and give it a read because it was so good. I really enjoyed it. But you give us, any DC Black Label type stuff, dude. I love that, right? 1940, the vibe, the artwork inside, the scenery, all of it was just stunning. I loved it front to back. The Hangman character is basically a hangman guy, dude. He's got a bag over his head, purple, with the noose around his neck. He's actually got the like that axe, kind of like in Absolute Batman type thing going on, of course.
Yep.
And it was really good for the first issue. I really enjoyed it, man. So yeah, I'm on board with the actual read, but this cover is just stunning, dude. It's amazing.
I haven't read this yet. I think I prefer the cover A though, to be honest. Just because I like the negative space art that the cover A had. That's just a personal opinion, but I understand that this one's getting a lot of love and attention. I just kind of wonder how many channels Bruce picks up with those antennas on his head.
That's how he communicates with Gordon, man.
Does he get UPN? Does he get UPN?
He probably gets ESPN 8, the Ocho.
I love it. But yeah, man, it was a great read. Like I said, I encourage everybody, give it a shot, man. Pick it up. It was a good first issue. At number 10 this week, guys, we have the Batman Second Night #1, the Jorge Fornes variant, 1 in 25 ratio with a top sale for a raw near mint at $50. Booyah. I feel bad that Chris is actually doing this one, but yeah, Chris, what do we got next?
You know, it's funny because I messaged my team earlier. They were talking about I work. You guys know I work with military folks, and they were talking about doing a fun run today. And I said the only way that I'm running, if you see me running, you better run also, because that means there's a lion, a bear, or zombies behind me. So here at number 9, we have Marvel Zombies Red Band number 1, the Ryan Brown 1 in 25 variant with Reed Richards and that glass-eyed dead stare right to the viewer. Oh my god. $49 for a raw high sale. Obviously, zombies are hot right now because we're getting closer to Halloween and the new Marvel Zombies release, which is going to be TVMA, it's coming to the Disney Plus channel, streaming platform. So the Red Band series is kind of Marvel's new take on like Max, right? Or what was it they did recently in a similar way? I forget. It's their more gratuitous violence style, and usually they offer the same comic in Red Band and without Red Band. I remember in the Wolverine versus Sabretooth, Wolverine's Revenge, it had like an extra 2 pages of Wolvie and Sabretooth just like mauling each other, and there was blood everywhere, and that was really the only difference. So you can get the Red Band version, which is a nod to the Red Band trailers that horror movies usually have when they say bad words in the trailers. And
Chris, that's on those titles. Marvel Zombies, everything was Red Band.
It's all Red Band. There's no non-Red Band.
Exactly.
Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Just like I don't know how Reed's nose is staying on his face. I also don't know that either. But this is going to be a 5-part miniseries. It's supposed to be a new look at the Marvel Zombies universe. They've kind of deviated a bit in the last couple of Marvel Zombie series. So hopefully this is a better take. Red, White, and Blood. That was the other more grotesque one. But yeah, Red Band. It's going to be extreme.
Absolutely. And you know what? It was. Will I say that it was a phenomenal read? No. I thought it was okay. It was what I anticipated, to be honest with you guys. It's Marvel Zombies. They went Red Band, so of course you're going to see some things that are going to be a little over the top, but it wasn't too over the top. For a first read, it was okay. One thing is for certain, though, the actual Marvel Zombies animated show that is coming out very soon, guys, like literally in just a couple days. I am super excited for that, man. The animation style looked so good. It looks so good. And it is so fitting. Apparently, I was hearing, again, this is a rumor, guys, so don't quote me on this, but apparently it was supposed to be live action, and they had to shift gears to an animated. So the main reason for that apparently was due to Peter Parker and obviously the rights and the issues that they have with everything Sony related. Don't quote me on that. This is the rumors that I was hearing prior. And if that be the case, I'm kind of happy because that works out better. Because on the animated side, man, they can get as wild as they want. And clearly in the trailers, it looks like that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, what's not to love? I mean, like you're right. It does give them a little bit more flexibility overall. And, for horror, I think, animated just is you don't see it as much. Usually you're seeing live action, so animated horror stuff is you got a little more leeway there. What I can't get over are these fingers. They're driving me absolutely crazy. It's very unsettling. Zombie comic books do not bother me until right now. This is it. You guys are seeing it live and in person.
My world.
Those fingers freak me the hell out.
Yeah. You know what's always fun though is they're zombies, right? And clearly Reed can stretch, and even being a zombie, he's still capable of using his powers, right? So there's still something functioning in there. But it's just amazing to see. I again, it was a good read. I saw somebody say that the original, there you go, Real Fake Comics, saying that the original Marvel Zombies issue 1 had such a great intro. Couldn't agree more. I felt like this was okay out the gate. I'll give the next one a read, but one thing's for certain, everybody seems to be loving the Marvel Zombies Red Band #1 Ryan Brown variant, because we just had a top sale for Around Your Mint Plus at $38. 7-day trend of 100% for this one.
Make sure you are paying attention to those long boxes and pick out Ultimate Fantastic Four #21, because that's the original intro for the original Marvel Zombies.
Yep.
And that book pops every Halloween, every time there's a Marvel Zombies series announcement. So check out Ultimate Fantastic Four #21, I believe. And that's going to be the first appearance.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Totally worthy of a pickup. But all right, Travis, what do we got for number 8 this week?
Ooh, up next we got The Curse of Shirley Johnson #3, the Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane black and white variant. It is the 1/25. We tracked a top raw sale of $110 this week. A number of copies that were tracked were 12 total, and this does have the first appearance of the new Hellspawn, and obviously people are after this for the cover. I mean, you've got this amazing Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane collaboration. This is a really neat cover. I know we tend to talk about, you know, some of McFarlane stuff like Spawn and stuff, and I said, you know, I only have 2 Spawn books, so definitely don't have this one in the collection yet. But if it's one I come across for a decent price, I think this one is definitely a grab. I know some of Frank Miller's covers are super iconic, and having a collaboration with 2 giants like this is absolutely one of these things you're going to see pop off, and this should be no surprise to anybody. So big sale for a Raw Near Mint, but at a 1/25, that's a pretty cool get.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird that they gave Shirley Johnson her own series, right? Because if she only appeared in one Spawn comic, and it was like in the first 10 issues, right? Wasn't she? She had like an appearance in one of the very first 10 Spawn comics, and that was kind of it. So yeah, I saw this on my FOC. I could have picked it up for 25. I didn't, because wasn't crazy about the art. I know a lot. I love Frank Miller, but his latest stuff just doesn't strike a chord for me, especially in black and white, which is a real hard time with it. And also, I kind of saw this kind of like Curse of Spawn, where it's, you know, it would be like a real struggle to read, but I haven't read it yet. I'm not a huge Spawn fan. I can appreciate the story beats, but this was one that you know, escaped me, and honestly, I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have recognized Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane getting together for a cover and a 1/25 variant. I could have picked this up for 25. I should have picked this up for 25 for a flip, because I'm a dirty flipper and I sell things on eBay. But yeah, $110 for Near Mint Raw. That's something.
It ain't nothing.
No, it's rather a pretty penny for this one. But what's interesting is that, you know, Todd McFarlane, the crew was really excited to announce that they're gonna have the, you know, first appearance of a new Hellspawn within this issue. Now, when it comes to this particular cover, there was a regular cover that was available, but the cover was only by Frank Miller himself. So as you can see over here, this is just Frank Miller, and you could kind of see it here. Like when you look at the faces, this is pure Frank Miller, whereas you can see Todd McFarlane steps in here, and there's a collaboration on what Frank Miller brought to the table for that regular cover. So you can pick up the regular Frank Miller cover, but I think it comes down to kind of like what you guys were saying, right? When you've got 2 giants as such, like Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane collaborating and putting together the cover, I clearly, you know, people want to scoop this up. It's a wicked cover. It's sick, dude. I love the cover.
I dig that cover A. I like the color work. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the cover A works. Definitely works as well. But I feel like clearly the collaboration just it adds more oomph to this cover. Sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. That being said, guys, number 8, The Curse of a Shirley Johnson. Number 3, this is the Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane collaboration black and white variant, which was a 1-in-25 ratio. Top sale for around near mint was $110. Chris, what do we got? Number 7.
Okay, so we have Harley Quinn X Elvira number 1, the Sveta Shubina, Dave Stevens homage, Beyond Wednesdays exclusive, limited to 400 copies, and this had a high near mint raw sale for $100. This is pretty crazy. So you have obviously Harley and Elvira. Elvira has her own army of fans, and then Harley, of course, has her fans. This is definitely an homage to Elvira's House of Mystery number 11, which was a Dave Stevens cover. And Shubina does just amazing work, right? Although the leg to body ratio is still too much for me. I don't know what this is about. I'm guessing it's mostly fan service. But I mean, if you like these two characters, then this is going to be a book you're going to be hunting for.
Yeah, Travis.
Yeah, Dave Stevens. I mean, this is that Dave Stevens homage thing that you shouldn't be surprised to see pop off at any time, especially when you're using two big characters like this. $100. That doesn't surprise me all that much. I would expect it to probably go up. I think it's the combination of, like I said, these two really, really, really popular characters with some seriously good cover work by Shubina. And I know there are some diehard Shubina fans out there that are going to scoop this up very quickly. So very, very, very cool. Very cool cover. I love the homage. It's very cool to see. For me, it's very cool to see artists who are really hot right now take on, homages to really, really, really great classic giants of our industry like Dave Stevens. For me, I think that's really awesome.
Absolutely, man. Well said.
Shubina just does some amazing work, and I know that she's very selective about the covers that she does. Is this her first work with DC?
Not to my knowledge. I'm not. Well, technically, it's a Dynamite book. Is it? Is it not?
It's got both, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I know she did some work with Dark Horse, and of course a lot of indie stuff. But I wonder if this is the first like DC proper one that she's done. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think right now Shubina is so hot with her work that if you have an opportunity to pick up one of her covers, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and grab it. I think this might be her first DC. I think if she ever does a Marvel, I know she's done She-Hulk work, but never a book. I think if she does Marvel, then that's definitely gonna be a one to grab also, because her stuff's hard to. I mean, she doesn't do a lot. And when she does, it gets a lot of attention.
Right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, I'm not too sure if it is the first DC character book, whatever it may be that Shubina has done, but I'm sure we could find out that information. But needless to say, dude, when it comes to Shubina, the artwork is amazing. I know that the crew over at Beyond Wednesdays has been talking about this book for just quite a bit of time. I'm not talking like the last 6 months. I mean, like the last couple of shows, I've seen them talking about this book, and the homage cover just looks amazing. I think Shubina did a great job with this one. Dude, classic Dave Stevens homage. You can't go wrong. It's limited to 400 copies. So shout out to the crew over at Beyond Wednesdays for putting this one together, because it is a stunning cover. And I'm curious to see where this is going to go moving forward. Is it going to continue to go up? I could only see it going up, especially if this is Shubina's first DC character cover, etc.
I think that it is. I'm looking at Lee of Comics, who has all of her covers, and she's worked with Image, Heavy Metal, Dynamite, Source Press, Dark Horse, but this is her first DC.
Awesome, dude. So that's going to carry some weight to this one, definitely, moving forward. So shout out again to the crew on Beyond Wednesdays, everybody there. I know that some people here in the chat saying they picked it up from Big Clutch, and you did the right thing, man. I think it's a really nice cover. So that being said, at number 7, guys, Harley Quinn, Elvira, number 1, Shubina cover, which is a Dave Stevens homage from the crew over at Beyond Wednesdays. This is an exclusive of theirs that was limited to 400 copies, and a raw near mint is selling at $100. All right, the crossovers is the main theme tonight. We've had some Elvira with Harley Quinn. We're getting team-ups with McFarlane and, of course, Miller. I feel like we're going to see more of those crossovers. Some that Dr. Yo-Yo himself loves to see. What's number 6?
Well, hold on to your butts, because we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the Ryan Pancoast Magic the Gathering variant. Tracked a top sale for a raw near mint at $200 this week. Only 13 copies sold. The reason for the trend, guys... This is a 1 per store variant, and it was sent to game shops, and it was to be used as a prize for first place in a special launch tournament for the new Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set. They actually ended up on the aftermarket before any tournaments were played, which violates Wizards Play Network policy. Yeah, so this is a cool book. So first off, Ryan Pancoast is a very well known Magic the Gathering artist, and does have some history in the game, in the card game, but has not done a lot of comic work. And so this is an interesting book, and I think maybe it's a bridge to him getting more involved on the comic side, because it's hard not to look at this book and think, holy moly, where can I get another one of these or something like this? Because I'm digging this art. It is fantastic. But yeah, the events that this was supposed to happen were around November 1st through the 9th. But yeah, it's already on the aftermarket, y'all, and selling. So somebody broke some rules here, but it has certainly given us some notable sales this week. Chris, I got to know what you think, my guy.
So, okay, this is the card Strength of Will, by the way. It's 1 green in the colorless instant.
I love it.
It's the wisdom that I'm loving right now. So
I'm sorry. Okay. I just got to go there. The little gray circle at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Wizards puts this on all of their rare and mythic cards. And if you were to zoom in and look at that, you'll see the little planeswalker symbol. It's cool because the real card also has the little foil circle because it's a rare. That's just this little detail that for me goes a long way. I mean, this is an instant. You can't make it you can't make this your commander card, but I would still get this PSA graded so that I can have it in
for sure.
As far as cards go, it's not the best card, but it does play homage to one of the most awesome moments in Spider-Man history. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yep, no, for sure, I agree with that. But it's wild because Travis, you were bringing up the fact that these were supposed to go out to people, competing in a tournament and finishing number 1. So, Chris, I feel like with the explanations you've given us, you are definitely a contender to take out everybody in a tournament. So, clearly, I don't expect Chris to go to the aftermarket. I imagine he's going to show up at a shop with his case full of cards.
I live in a geek desert. There is not an oasis near me for me to play Magic. I'm sorry, okay?
Oh, come on.
I never get to play anymore. I buy mostly to sell because I'm a dirty flipper on eBay. But I I got a collector's booster and 2 play booster boxes coming my way sometime this week, and it'll be a fun opening ceremony to see if I make back my $1,000 or not.
That's awesome.
I got 4 packs. That's what I'm limiting myself to.
Yeah.
Just the fun of cracking the packs, but we'll see how long that holds out. I said that about Fallout 2, and it didn't work.
I wonder if these shops kind of got the same letter that Lunar sent out, telling shops to not pre-open the blind packs, etc. I wonder if that's happening now with the trading card side of things, because people broke the rules and they threw them into the aftermarket.
Nah, I mean, Wizards gets all squirrely when it comes to the actual cards releasing, because the cards have a function, right?
Yep.
And if the cards get out early, then that kind of ruins it for other players who don't have access to the card. But the comic as a prize, I don't know. I don't know. It is bad form for a local comic shop or a local game store to sell their prize on the aftermarket. But I happen to know that a lot of local game stores have no physical presence; they're online only, and I'd be willing to bet that that's who's selling these on the aftermarket.
Yeah, most probably, and that
point.
makes the most sense. But anyways, at number 6, guys, we have the Amazing Spider-Man #1, the Ryan Pancoast Magic the Gathering variant with a top sale for a run near mint at $200. Chris, before I hand over number 5 to you, we are at the halfway mark. Do you want to remind the people?
I'm telling you, if you better pay attention to what's on the board, because I got 2 blue mana floating, and I will counterspell your ass if you don't go to the subscribe button and hit it along with that bell icon. I'm warning you, okay? I will end your combo. Your stacks will not resolve. And can I get your ship out? Oh, poor baby. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and stick around for more geeky fun.
Hell yeah, man. Well said. But let the crossovers continue with number 5, Chris. What do we got?
Marvel versus DC Deadpool / Batman #1. This is the Insignia mashup. This had a high sale of $19, and there were 111 copies sold on the aftermarket over the course of the last week. So logo covers, logo covers mean something to a lot of people. A lot of people will like seek out logo covers just so they can put them on the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Did you read Batman Deadpool?
I did.
Yeah,
I've got it sitting here.
oh man, it's pretty wild. Deadpool's just a bit more over the top than he usually is.
Yes.
But really, like, it plays all the tropes. I'll just put it that way. Okay, all of the Batman and Joker tropes and all the Deadpool tropes. This it plays the greatest hits.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, I loved seeing Deadpool with Joker and Batman. It was just amazing. But another thing that not many people talk about, the stories that followed after the Batman and the Deadpool stuff, because obviously we have Batman Deadpool coming out later on, I believe at the end of this year. We got Deadpool, Batman. This is the Marvel side of it, but I think once we go to the other end, where we're gonna get to DC's Batman, Deadpool. Yes, it's a crossover, but I don't know. I think of it that way. Like this is kind of like more Marvel-esque. But we got other team ups, crossovers that took place. Captain America, Wonder Woman was wonderful, dude. I absolutely enjoyed that. Crypto and Jeff needed absolutely no word bubbles, and you understood everything that was taking place during that story. Like the facial expressions, everything. I forgot who the interior artist was for that, but well done to that person, because it was just well executed. Even the Green Arrow Daredevil stuff was good, so I enjoyed it. It was a good comic to pick up, and it's so funny because the covers that I'm seeing make the top 10, this week are not the covers I anticipated, to be fully honest. Some of them, yes, but this one here, nah, I didn't see this. I didn't see this coming in at number 5. I didn't.
I passed this one up. I had it in my hand at the shop. I got cover overload on this. It was like cover paralysis. They were all up on the shelf, and I was like, oh god, I cannot get one of each of these today.
Yeah, no, exactly, dude. I was going ham on this, man, and I picked up so many covers. Some that are gonna be on this list as we continue to go, but yeah, man, it was a good time. The read was a good time. It really was. So I'm happy.
This one is also trending because apparently inside is the first appearance of Logo.
Yes, but again, that's obviously across all covers. But
yeah, I mean, I think if you're buying it for that, you want to get the one with the Lobo Wolverine on the cover, right?
Yes, but which cover is that? That's the thing. Wasn't it an exclusive? Because I know the second print is coming out. That's going to be on FOC. Ryan Stegman doing that one. The character himself was pretty cool, but I mean the name is just so interesting. Like Logo.
It's I hate Logo so much. God, he sucks. He's such a bad character.
We all know how Chris feels, but we'll see how else he feels as we go through this list. Because guys, at number 5 we have Marvel, DC, Deadpool, Batman. Number 1, this being the Insignia mashup variant, top sale, run your mint, $19. All right, Travis, what do we got at number 4?
We got another Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the Randy Gallegos Magic the Gathering Amazing Fantasy 15 homage. This is a Disney Store exclusive. Are Disney stores still around? I didn't know this. Okay, so we did track a high raw sale of $260. There's a 7-day trend of 100% and 17 total copies total tracked. But this book is one of these that I believe is going to be Ghost-like. It was given out as a freebie in select Disney Store locations. I don't know where there is one within 100 miles of me, guys. I have not seen one for years. But it is a really, really, really amazing cover. I mean, this taking the AF-15 and giving it the Magic the Gathering treatment. It hits all the right notes for me. I absolutely love this. I cannot wait to find out exactly what card this is because I am not as well versed, but I feel like I'm getting ready to find out what this is.
Yes.
So I am going to stop ranting about how much I love this cover and hand it over to the man here.
Okay, so this is the Amazing Spider-Man back of the Peter Parker card. It's
okay.
Peter Parker is a 0-1. You can transform him into the Amazing Spider-Man, and you get all this cool stuff. So what I have to wonder is the back of this comic is it Peter Parker? Is it the Peter Parker card? I gotta know. I need to know this like right now.
Well, for $260.
Yeah,
I got you, bro.
This was a Disney Store exclusive. That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild.
I
only
feel like
select
this is probably going to be
stores.
the hardest one to get.
Right, and
It's
only
gotta be.
select stores, not all of them. So, as I don't even know how, like I said, I don't even know how many are still out there and active. I'm sure there are some. There's still a Blockbuster around here somewhere.
You know the crazy thing.
What?
The crazy thing is that this
There's a
isn't
single
even the
Blockbuster
art.
still in business, I think.
This isn't even the art for the card. Like I don't know if there's another variant. I don't see it. Oh my god! I gotta know.
It's gonna bother him. It's gonna bother him. But look again, Magic the Gathering.
This is the promo. But the back of this has Peter Parker like sitting at a dinner table eating a stack of pancakes. So I wonder if that's what's on the back of this comic because
That would be fantastic.
So damn cool. So damn cool.
It's interesting to say the least, but I mean, all I could add to this is I love seeing Amazing Fantasy 15 homages. The artwork is stunning, but besides that, this again, thank God Chris is here to talk about what this would do for those playing Magic the Gathering. But what's crazy though is the Disney Store exclusive thing, because and you just finished saying it's not all of them, right? So imagine having to figure out which one, because these are all scattered out, right? Like there's nothing where it's like, oh, you know what, I'll just go to my my Disney here. If it's not there, I'll go to the one just like north 30 minutes. No, it doesn't work like that.
This is exclusive to the Disney Store in Des Moines.
Exactly. So it's wild. But anyways, guys, at number 4, we have the Amazing Spider-Man #1, the Randy Gallegos Magic the Gathering Amazing Fantasy 15 Homage, which was a Disney Store exclusive, and it had a top sale for around near mint at $260. Oh man, it's a night of crossovers. It's magical, and yes, what do we have at number 3?
Travis, I think that next time I need to take a closer look at the list to just figure out who goes first.
Yeah, man, you're losing out on all the Magic books here, dog.
All right. We got Marvel versus DC, Deadpool, Batman #1. Again, this is the Russell Dauterman variant. It's an homage, obviously, and this is pretty cool. The Infinity Gauntlet, you got all the gems and everything, yeah, this is pretty neat. I love the concept of the Infinity Gauntlet and all the gems moving over to the DC universe. I would love to see what would happen if like Darkseid were to get his hand on it or something like that. I think that'd be amazing. But obviously the last person you want with the Infinity Gauntlet is Deadpool. Not because he'd abuse it, but he'd probably masturbate with it. So
Guaranteed. That is pure Deadpool. Well said. Yeah. Whether you wanted to hear that or not, it's pure fact.
Yeah, he's gonna teenage boy that chrome gold gauntlet.
Lando, I feel like I'm just going out on a limb here. You definitely have this one.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no question about this.
Yeah, I had this on pre-order.
There's no way you're passing up.
Dude,
anything having to do with Thanos ever.
Yeah, no, exactly. I pre-ordered almost every cover that was available for this, and like I said, you know, we're still gonna talk 2 more books, but then at the end of that, I'm gonna wrap up with some covers I thought would have made it to the top 10, but wasn't the case. But yeah, man, there were so many amazing covers that were brought to the table. They brought some, you know, some of the biggest artists for this one issue, and it was awesome to see, both on the interiors, both on, you know, covers, and this one, you know, paying homage to Infinity Gauntlet. I absolutely needed to pick this up. Again, it is an homage we've seen many times before, but when you finally get a crossover as such, where you've got all of these amazing characters from Marvel and DC, oh man, it slaps. It just slaps.
I just feel that there's a missed opportunity here. You could have a dozen different DC characters holding the Infinity Gauntlet and just have it be a lot more epic. I mean, Green Lantern holding the Infinity Gauntlet would have been epic, and it would have been like a nod to Deadpool, because, you know, both of them were played. You know, I think if you had DC characters holding the Gauntlet, it would have been a lot more impactful. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I feel that there was a missed opportunity here, but I dig the cover. I think it's really cool. I just can't stop thinking about what Deadpool's doing to that glove.
I don't want to know, to be honest with you, but yeah. All that to say, guys, Marvel DC Deadpool Batman #1, the Russell Dauterman homage variant to Infinity Gauntlet, with a top sale for around near mint, $35, and it's crazy to even say that out loud, because yeah, we could have all pre-ordered this, man. FOC, it was right there in front of us. But anyways, at number 2, guys, what do we have?
He is back. For anybody that has been reading.
No. Say it again. He's got back.
Yeah. Baby's got back. for anybody that's been reading Nightwing for the last couple of years, the one consistent thing is they are absolutely going to put Dick Grayson on a spicy cover. It is never going to change. They continue to do it. This is probably like the 10th one they've done in the last couple of years. But we have Nightwing number 130, the Kevin Wada variant, the pumpkin spicy variant, which is hilarious. I absolutely love that. We had 25 total copies tracked on a 7-day growth trend of 498% with a high raw sale of $40. Hey, these Nightwing thirst trap covers are becoming a thing. Like I said, there are several of them, and people are going out to get them. They're collecting them. They're turning into their own little niche thing, and I think it's hilarious. I absolutely love Nightwing. I loved the Tom Taylor run that we've had.
Yes.
That ended a year or so ago. It was absolute perfection. There was no low point to that series for me, and it's continued to be really good with the new creative team as well. So. Awesome to see another one of these pop up. This is just a cool thing. I like that it's kind of maybe becoming like a running thing at DC where they got to slap Dick Grayson on a spicy cover always. So yeah, it's great. So yeah, looks like we got a little bit of fun for the pumpkin spice crowd out here.
Absolutely, absolutely, Chris. What's your take here?
I don't think that this is the great pumpkin Linus waits for every night right before Halloween. This is probably not the great pumpkin he's looking for. It's equal opportunity. There's enough boob TNA covers out there that having this makes sense, I guess. Something for the girls. The pumpkin colored Speedo is a bit much in my opinion. I kind of wonder if there's a jack-o'-lantern cut out in the front. I mean, it's
You're welcome for that image, ladies and gentlemen.
How more obvious do you need to be? He's spinning a pumpkin on his finger. He's naked. I mean,
Chris, the thirst trap is real, and they have reeled in a good portion of people who enjoy this. And it is, again, kind of to add to what Travis was saying, this is the route they're going with Dick Grayson at all times, man. You got some amazing covers though that come out of it, and I'm looking at the upcoming Nightwing stuff. There's that Delotto one, where there's like the blood on the wall, and remember we were talking about this, Travis, how it kind of tells a story where you could see like he just went through a fight type thing. Covers for Nightwing just in general are always great, and yeah, man, even the thirst trap ones, they work, guys. Come on, man, come on. We also get a lot of titty covers, so let the girls and the gays, like Cliff said, enjoy this. Let them have their moment.
There you go, Barb.
Because, yeah, guys, at number 2, we've got Nightwing, issue 130, the Kevin Wada Pumpkin Spicy variant. Top sale, raw near mint, $40. Pumpkin Spicy. This better not be why my wife is going to Starbucks so often during this season, right? Like pumpkin spicy. Yeah. Anyways, but all right.
What Dick Grayson is definitely a barista that will mispronounce your name.
I have not had a single person that I first meet pronounce my full real name properly. Anyways, so yeah, I'm kind of
is Lane Dow.
Yeah, exactly.
Pumpkin spice chai for Lane Dow.
So, like, I'm sure most know that my real name is Gerlando, and like whenever I go to a restaurant or a Starbucks or anything, and they're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, Joe. Just Joe. Just say Joe. Give me the freaking thing, man.
Yeah, we got a latte for Gerald.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, what do we got as the number 1 book on this week's top 10?
Number 1 book on this week's top 10 is another Marvel DC. This is the Deadpool Batman number 1. Ryan Stegman homage variant, obviously, to that incredible Hulk and Wolverine cover. I think I may have pre-ordered it.
I hope
I may have. back when the covers were all getting spoiled. I know I pre-ordered the Scotty Young one. I pre-ordered a couple other ones. I don't remember which ones though. I'm still waiting for them to come in from Third Eye. But yeah, man, this is an awesome cover. I'm not going to talk about it being Logo's first appearance because Logo is Lobo and Lobo is lame. But this is an awesome cover. I love the reflection in the batarangs. There's just so much good stuff going on here. Good stuff. $39 for a high raw sale. 211 copies traded on the aftermarket. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a lot of copies, and it's crazy. Again, like I said, every single cover was available on FOC. We could have pre-ordered these. Had I anticipated this, trust me, I would have ordered many more. But I can't believe what these prices are right now on the aftermarket because we've known about this. This was highly spoken about. The crossover was like the biggest news just a few months back. Everybody's been going crazy, excited for this, and clearly I don't know if maybe people just didn't have the opportunity to scoop up all these awesome covers. Maybe shops were not pre-ordering these and offering it up to their clients. Most shops are keeping their orders relatively low, and what's even more interesting is that a lot of books right now, guys, new comics, they're selling out at distribution, man. And that is something that you guys should also be cautious of because that means it's that much more important to pre-order your books. Make sure to FOC because look at the prices that they are selling for right now on the aftermarket on such a big title that everybody was anticipating. And so many covers. Great covers too, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. If you pre-ordered like 3 or 4 of these, right? And you got them, then that and you flip 3 of them for $40 each, you got $120. That may have paid for your entire comic book order for that week. I'm just saying, and it's not like you're scalping either because the demand is there. You're not forcing anybody to buy. You're just providing it. And they could have pre-ordered it also. This wasn't a limited print or anything like that. So, hey, I mean, this is Batman Day was last week, right?
Yep, it was over the weekend.
And you had a million kids in the comic book shops getting free Batman stickers and comics, stuff like that, making new fans for the future. And of course, all those kids love Deadpool because Deadpool's got a potty mouth. And they're going to be, ooh, Mom, I want this one. It's got Deadpool on the cover.
Yeah.
Dude, get it. Come on.
Yeah, and also, guys, be aware. I'm telling you in advance, there's going to be Batman Deadpool with a reverse of this cover. We're going to have Deadpool doing this exact same homage. So, yeah, definitely don't sleep. I guess people are definitely going to want to pair those together. I know I am going to want to pair them together. It is an homage that has been done so many times before. But there's just something about Batman Deadpool doing this together that you absolutely need to pick it up. Right.
So what do you think Deadpool's going to be holding?
I actually saw the cover. I can't remember what it was, so I don't want to say. Let me find it.
I want to say Travis
gives us his take.
Spoons, forks, or kitchen knives.
So the spoons thing, I want to highlight because somebody in the chat brought it up, and shout out to Jeffrey, man, who was like, "Who did it better, this or SpongeBob Comics 43?" That homage is wonderful and goes for a premium on the aftermarket, guys.
Nice. Or holding Logan's skeleton. That'd be funny.
Yes.
I think he is though.
Is he? Okay. That's cool.
That would be a great route to go here. This is fantastic. I mean, I think of all the covers, this one's probably, in my opinion, I feel like of all the covers that I've seen, this one's probably most deserving, I think, to be at number 1 on the list tonight. I love it. I didn't get it. I'm kicking myself horribly right now. So it's kind of been this is just a little salt in the wound, so appreciate that. No, this is fantastic. And obviously Ryan Stegman did great with this homage, and like you guys said, this homage has been done a million times, but there's just something a little bit better about it being Batman and Deadpool. Just great stuff. And
yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, man. And like I said, there's gonna be the opposite end where you're gonna have Deadpool and with the reflection of Batman, etc. But just to give you guys a quick idea, I actually managed to find it over on the Google side of town, and here we go. So you can see, boom, there you go. Okay, I accept. Get out of the way. We want to see the book. Look at that.
Nice.
So yeah,
Okay.
That's pretty great.
That is great. Yeah. Good stuff.
not too shabby. Not too shabby. But yeah, I'm gonna pair these up together. I again did not even come close to thinking that these books would be going for such a higher price as opposed to cover price itself. And here we are. We had several books from Deadpool Batman #1 hit the list. And at #1, guys, we had Marvel DC Deadpool Batman #1, the Ryan Stegman Homage variant to Hulk 340. Raw near mint, top sale for $39, man. Wow, what a show. It was magical. The crossovers were all over the place, whether we had Marvel DC, we had Magic the Gathering, we got some zombies thrown in here, we even got some spicy pumpkin ass. That's what we got over on the top 10 list. It was a fun show, great list. I really thought the Scotty Young one was going to be on the top 10 this week. I'm going to be honest. That one and the Crypto and Jeff the Land Shark. I really thought people were going to go nuts for those. They did fall into the runners-up, so you can go check out the full runner-up list over on the Cover Price website. But yeah, crazy.
And a lot of these are still available, really, at the LCSs. I mean, I'm looking on Third Eye's website right now, and they got the Jeff and Crypto one at Cover Price. $6.99. They got the Peach Momoko one with Elektra and Batgirl. I'm surprised that one isn't on the top 10 or runner up, because that's a hot cover right there, and it's Peach Momoko.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many good art covers coming out right now. You got to really appreciate it. And yeah, it's some good stuff.
Yeah,
we're spoiled.
Yeah, we are.
We're really spoiled right now.
Dude, I always say that, especially when it comes to new comics right now, we're eating so good, and I never understood how people think otherwise. All over the socials, etc. I'll leave it at that. But it's such a good time to be a nerd, man. We got spoiled for quite some time, whether it be at the theaters, etc. But yeah, there was a question that came up in the chat as well that I have to point out. A random pairing from Rudy. Who would you pair up? He says Lady Death, Magdalena. I gotta say, for myself, it would be Travis and Bobby Boucher. That's who I would want to see together in a room.
You get us excited. You're not going to be able to understand a word we say, because when that southern accent, when that drawl really starts to come out, you guys aren't going to be able to understand a word I say.
Yeah, Chris, what's your random pairing? Give it to us.
Oh God, you didn't even prepare me. Stanley and Miss Buttersworth. I don't know.
I love it. And this is why
you didn't prep me for this. I didn't even get to think about it. I mean,
that's
come
fine.
on.
I mean, your mind went somewhere. We're gonna.
You know what? It was the pancakes, the Peter Parker pancakes thing. That's what had me going. And we're talking comics. So
exactly. Your mind went somewhere.
There's the leap on the one. But it's crazy, man.
But this is why I love hanging out with you guys. This is why I love the Top 10 show, and this is why I love this chat. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Let's say our goodbyes. We'll go around the horn. Travis, floor is yours.
Ta-ta, everyone. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'll see you all next week, and I'll probably be around in the chat. So go check out all of the awesome things happening on the Cover Price channel this week. We got great shows lined up Monday to Thursday. Wonderful things. So I love it. The Trav Lando mashup is actually it already has a name, and it's not Trav Lando. Just so everybody's aware, it has not been formally announced, but it already has a name. But check out all the great things on CovrPrice's channel. I thank you, everybody. I'm having a great time. So yeah, awesome. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you, and of course, Chris. The appreciation is out of this world on my behalf when it comes to you. I'm gonna miss you. You're gonna be taking some time off, and I'm so happy that you chose this episode as one of your last episodes
Yeah.
for a little bit of time because, yeah, Magic the Gathering. We had the absolute wizard for this, the genius of all geniuses, apparently.
Ah, come on. I don't even make the final round. Okay. I just like Magic, and I'm a geek. I'm the biggest geek you know. So I mean, by all means, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk Pokemon. I'm gonna talk Magic. I'm gonna talk comic books, and I'm gonna talk eBay because my eBay store is popping off right now. You guys could check it out. It's Dr. Yo-Yo's Emporium. There you go. There's the logo. Just do that search. Maybe if the Cover Price folks are super happy with the job I did tonight, they'll drop a link to the store in the description. But right now, comics until the end of the month, buy two get one free on everything. And if you guys send me an offer with a hey, I'm a watcher on Cover Price, then I will give you 15% off your total cost.
Awesome.
So do that all, do all that stuff. Oh, thank you guys. But yeah, honestly, the eBay stuff is what keeps my hobbies going. It keeps my hobby alive. And I but more than anything, I love talking comics. I would stay on this show forever with you guys.
Yeah, you would.
But you know, I feel the need to see other people.
It's not a you thing; it's a me thing. I get it.
Thank you for the link. I'll still be on Thursdays. I just can't do double duty. I don't have it in me to do 4 shows in a row like Lando does because he's a machine, you know. I just don't have the time for that. Not with my master's program going on. But thanks for letting me hang out, Lando. And I know the door's open for me in the future. I'll try to knock on it more than once.
Hell yeah, anytime. The door is always open. You know that. We keep the seat ready for you at all times. But yeah, it's been a blast. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow night we're back at it with the new Comic Book Day show, going through some of the books that are going to be dropping this week. Some of those are actual heaters. I will say there's some sneaky books, so you might want to tune in to see exactly what we're looking at for this week's new Comic Book Day. Wednesday, Matt and John, and yes, Matt is making it this time, although I had an absolute blast speaking to Nakayama. But this week, Matt and John are going to be sitting down with Mark Spears. So make sure to tune in Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Chris, Marty, Laura, and Gabe are back on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time to bring you guys the Shakers. That's right. That's how we cap off the Cover Price shows. Sunday, my channel. You can tune in there. Weekly comic wrap-up, where we wrap up everything that happens throughout the week. So
if you like this video, to help our algorithm, the Cover Price shows will show up more often. You subscribe so that it pops up in your feed, and you hit the bell icon so you know when Cover Price goes live, because those are the magic 3 things to make our lives even better and to make the Cover Price community grow. And that's the only thing we're asking from you.
Yep. Just a quick subscribe. Have yourselves a good night, guys. We will see you again tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't be late. We'll probably be late. But yeah, anyways, don't be late. See ya. Adios.
Yep.